Hey everyone, welcome to a new video. In this one, I'm going to be going over some key principles that you need to be understanding if you're just getting into dropshipping, if you're using Facebook ads. These things I'm going to be going over are just so important, and they will save you so much money if you get it right, and it can also lose you so much money if you get it wrong. So pay attention and let's get started. So the first thing I want to cover is budgets. Now, this is something that has come up a few times in the last few days, and I just want to kind of clarify it to you guys because probably more of you are thinking this as well. And what I've been asked is, how can somebody make sales if they can only afford to spend, say, $5 a day? And the question was coming from a guy who really didn't understand what the budget actually meant. To him, it was if he could only spend $5 a day, then he's not going to be able to make any money. And I just wanted to sort of clarify to you that budget has nothing to do with how successful an ad set is going to become. Budget is there for the number of people you're going to be able to reach. So, for example, if you spend $5 a day on an ad set, yeah, and I spend $50 a day on an ad set, after 10 days, you're going to reach the same number of people as I've reached in that first day. That's the only difference, yeah? So it might seem that, say, I make a lot more sales of that $50 a day, but it isn't because I've spent $50 a day. It's because I've reached $50 worth of people through the ad spend. So really what I'm trying to say is the budget is only to do with the number of people you're going to be reaching. Yeah, so the higher your budget, the more people you will reach, as long as your cost per 1,000 impressions stay the same. That is the static metric that you need to be paying attention to, especially when you're increasing your budget and especially when you're trying to scale, because if your CPMs are starting to increase, your cost will start to increase and you won't be reaching as many people for the same price you were originally. So the next point I want to cover is around scaling and around killing your ad sets. Now, this is a question that again has been asked over the last few days and numerous times, and I can't quite get my head around why people are asking this. And the main question they're asking is, even if an ad set is profitable, do I still kill it after it hits its break-even point? Now, just sort of play that back in your mind a second, right? Why would you stop an ad set that is profitable? Whether you've hit your break even or not, yeah? Why would you kill it if it's profitable? It just makes no business sense whatsoever. If you have a profitable ad set, you want to keep that going as long as possible. Doesn't matter whether you hit your break even. Doesn't matter if you're a million times over your break even. If you are still profitable at that point on the ad set, keep it going. Don't stop it. Yeah. When I say kill your ad set at your break even point, you kill your ad set at the break even point if you haven't made any sales, i.e. you're in a loss. If you've made one sale and you're still in a loss, then you'll need to kill it. You kill your ad set when you're in a loss, because what is the point in having ad sets running that are losing you money? You are never going to be able to scale and you will never become a profitable business if you keep those ad sets running. So if you spent your break-even product margin on an ad set, so say $15 is your product margin, and you spend that on an ad set and you've made 0 sales, then you're in a loss. So kill it. You're not going to be, even if you make one more sale, you're still not going to be profitable anymore. So kill the ad set. When it comes down to scaling, what you need to understand is once you've killed all those ad sets, once you've got rid of all those losers and you're left with that pot of winning ad sets, the ones that are consistently profitable every single day, that's when you need to start increasing your budgets. And you can either do that by increasing the campaign budget optimization budget, just increase it by say 50% every 3 days, or you could duplicate the campaign and start a new one at higher budget. So say if you're running, I don't know, like a $20 campaign, yeah, you could duplicate that and set it as a $100 campaign. And you've duplicated your winning ad sets from the $20 a day campaign, and you've duplicated them into that $100 campaign. So now you have winning ad sets that are working, but now they're at a higher budget. So now you've gone from spending $20 a day on ad sets that are working to spending $120 a day combined on 2 sets of ad sets that are working. Yeah, and that's how you scale it. So you can just keep increasing those budgets and budgets and get higher and higher until you start getting into manual bidding. But that's a little bit more advanced, and that's going to be coming up in another video that I'm going to be doing on my channel later down the line. The final thing I want to cover is around tracking. Now, I use 2 different websites for my tracking. I use 17track.net and I use Parcel Apps. The reason I use them 2 is 17track is quite fast. It's a lot sort of simplified. Parcel apps is a little bit slower to track, but it kind of gives you more information and it tracks multiple different carriers all at the same time. I am leaning more towards parcel apps these days because it covers more carriers and more shipping options than 17 Track does. So check that out. It's a great website. But when it comes down to tracking, what you need to realize is AliExpress will see an item as being delivered, even if it's been taken to the distribution center. So customers might get a delivery email from Shopify and saying, "Oh, my item's been delivered, but I've been in all day, it's not turned up." Don't freak out. All you need to do is to check the actual website for the local country for their postal service. So, like in England, it'll be the Royal Mail. I'd go into the Royal Mail's website, check the tracking. It'll show it as being delivered, but it'll say it's at the distribution office, so the sorting office for Royal Mail, which basically means that the customer just needs to head over to their local sorting office and pick up the parcel from them. That could happen a lot. It's going to obviously kind of vary from country to country, but that's just something to be aware of if you're new to this. If you think a parcel's been delivered but the customer's saying they haven't received it, it doesn't mean they're trying to scam you. It could just be that the local postal service hasn't left a card, hasn't left a note to say it's been taken back to their sorting office. Don't freak out if it does say delivered but the customer's saying they haven't got it. They're not trying to rip you off. Well, most cases they're not trying to rip you off. You will get a few like that, but for the majority of cases, it is just that the local postal service is taking it back to their sorting office. If you want to learn more about dropshipping and you want to understand campaigns and Facebook ads in a lot more detail, then make sure you enroll in the academy. The link is in the description because that teaches you everything you need to know to be successful with dropshipping. I spent over £250,000 on Facebook ads and all that knowledge is in that academy. So go and check it out, get yourself enrolled in there, because if you're serious about making dropshipping work, you need to understand how Facebook ads works. And if you don't understand how Facebook ads work, you're going to lose a lot of money. And I will tell you that right now, you will lose a lot of money if you do not understand how Facebook ads work, if you're trying to do this. So try and learn as much as you can about it. If you want to jumpstart it, if you want to get a quicker hit at it and jump straight in there and be shown how to do this properly, then the academy is in the description, so make sure you check that out. But yeah, I hope you found this useful. I hope this answered a couple of questions if these are the questions you were having. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe because there's a bunch of other videos on here that teach you all you need to know about dropshipping, some stuff that people aren't really talking about. So check out the link in the description, check out my other videos. If you found this video useful, click the like button and I will catch you in the next one.